Oh man, I'm disappointed, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So I just wanted to see how everybody's feeling out there. When you come on in, comment below. Let me know what you thought about today's match. Actually, a lot to be grateful for. I mean, just Roger being back on the court is an amazing thing, a true gift for tennis. And he played a heck of a match. It started out where it looked like it's going to be another routine win. They had just played one time. If you're just joining this, Federer did lose today in Doha. And they played one time at the Australian Open. Federer won really handily, made quick work of Basilashvili. And today, in the first set, it looked like all things were clicking for Fed. And his opponent was making some mistakes. So it just looks like, okay, it's going to be another routine win for Federer. Exactly what the doctor ordered. He's going to get out of here in 2 quick sets. The back will be feeling good. He'll be going against Taylor Fritz. Like, these are all the things I had going on in my mind. And actually, my mom had to pick her up at the hospital. So then I had to follow the rest of the match on my phone and kept looking at the score. And I'm like, what? He's down 2-0? Oh, no big deal. He'll break back. And then all of a sudden it's like 4-1. I'm like, uh-oh. Then set went by. I'm like, I didn't want Fed to go 3 sets today. I don't want him to have to grind out another match after my buddy Fed grinded it out against Evans. And then it just kept going 1-all, 2-all, 3-all, 4-all. Eventually, Basilashvili gets him 7-5 in the third set. But on a good note, and I went back and watched the highlights. I mean, Federer looked like he played strong from beginning to end. He looked like he was moving well, hitting winners. It just looked like a high-quality match. Now, maybe someone who got to see the entire match from start to finish, I saw the first set. And then, like I said, I was just following on my phone and looking at highlights. From what I could see, it looked like Fed played pretty darn good tennis. They're both moving great. And Basilashvili, to his credit, I mean, that backhand solid, that forehand solid player. These guys on the tour are no joke. So I'm disappointed he lost, obviously. I didn't want him to have to go 3 sets back to back. But the good news is he did it 2 times in a row. He played some really great tennis, showed us that he still has pretty much all the magic as far as I can see. I mean, the serve looks great. He was crushing forehands, especially in the first set. Again, I'm going on what I saw in the first set that I can really remember. I remember they had a great exchange. They hit his beautiful little drop shot that he likes to do. So that was working. Overall, I'd say pretty good. You can see that the game is getting faster. People are just pounding that ball. Basilashvili just crushing backhands, crushing forehands. There's really nowhere to get any kind of like rest or easy points on tour these days. That's what it seems like to me. Everybody is getting better and better. So Federer at age 39, it's a tough ask, but Federer is going to have to keep getting better and better. Can he do it? He's going to have to move a little better. He's going to have to return a little better to stay ahead of these guys, because everything's coming big and everybody can move and everybody can do everything. You really can't look at any of these players going, well, they can't do this and they can't do that. I mean, even Basilashvili, who's got a two-hander, hit some amazing slice backhands. So yeah, so we're getting some comments here. Roger played well. Nicholas, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's right. Roger hit most of the balls the ad court. Nicholas shots deuce side of Fed. Yeah. So credit to him. Big win. Biggest win of his life, I would assume. I mean, certainly you're not going to get much more coverage than this. Everybody in the world is so excited to see Federer back. The whole world is watching, and the whole world was rooting for Roger to win. So I hope you really enjoyed your win today, Nicholas, because we did not want you to win. But hey, as a fan, I'm up tennis. I'm happy for him. Djokovic beat Federer in Wimbledon 2014, 15, and 19. Federer going to beat Djokovic in straight sets in Wimbledon. Somebody commented Federer's going to beat him in straight sets in Wimbledon. Well, I don't know. We could certainly go that far. Djokovic playing incredible tennis, and Djokovic is the favorite, in my opinion, to win Wimbledon until proven otherwise. Federer, I think, is definitely still one of the favorites if he can stay healthy. I just hope he can I just hope he can stay. I called it. I did call it. I did say I was a little concerned today. Didn't want to go see it go 3 sets. Do you think he'll play Dubai? What does that mean? We're in Dubai. What do you mean? Do you think he'll play Dubai? Maybe you meant Miami. Do I think he'll play in Miami? Yeah, Federer, I think the next stop is Miami. Is that right? I do think Federer's going to play Miami. I think there's nothing negative that I can see. It'll be interesting to see. Everybody keep your eyes peeled for the press conference. I'm hoping that it's just a good report from Federer. I'm hoping Federer just says things like, I'm a little disappointed I didn't win. The body feels good. I'm a little tired. I think I'll recover fine. Like, I'm hoping that's what we hear from Fed. I'm hoping he's not saying, man, I really beat myself up today out there. So, this is Doha, right? Doha. Do I think he'll play Dubai? Is Dubai next week? Is he scheduled? I think he will. I think there's, especially he's out early. There'd be a concern if he had to go and let's say he somehow won today and then had to beat Taylor Fritz in 3 sets and then got to the finals. Then you could see him pulling out. But I think overall this is a good sign. I think if you're Roger, it's like, all right, I got 2 good matches in, hit a lot of balls, felt the pressure, tested myself physically, getting my timing back, seeing what it's like to hit against world-class tennis players in a real match. I mean, overall, I don't think there's any negatives. So if he is signed up, I think if he's signed up for next week, I see no reason why he's not going to play next week. I think Federer is going to play everything he signed up for until all of a sudden it looks like he is running out of gas. And that's a good sign. 2 matches in a row, 7-5 in the third, and nothing to be disappointed about as a Federer fan. He showed up. He competed hard. Won a tight one in 3 sets. Had a match point today. Easily could have won today. Against the guy. I mean, I know we're looking at, who's Basilashvili? Everybody on the tour is awesome. Everybody on the tour is awesome. That's what makes what Federer, Djokovic, and Nadal have done so impressive, is that they're not playing scrubs, guys. These guys are amazing. And so, a lot of game today by both players. I thought looking at the first set and then I looked at the highlights. I mean, the highlights looked amazing. So overall, I'm happy as a Fed fan. Happy to see him back on the court. Happy to see that his feet still look to be moving pretty good. The serve is still there. The forehand certainly still there. Lots of coming over the ball on the backhand. Just kind of sad. Fetty is still the goat crying. Okay, so who won? Okay, so Basilashvili won today. Federer, 53 first serve percent in the first serve, and even though he's stepped out, to me, it seemed he lost a beat footwork speed. Yeah, I think you do have to be a little concerned about the footwork speed because he looks fast, but he doesn't look so much faster and ahead of his competition. It looks like but these balls are being pummeled, but at times it looks like Federer's struggling to keep up with the speed of play. That's what I saw on especially the highlights. Is it looked on several points, Federer is struggling to stay in the point rather than always staying on top of his opponent. But that's a credit to his opponent. I mean, guy was crushing balls today, guys. He's crushing. Do you think Roger is slowing down, or is he just not match fit yet? I think it's too early to tell that. I think it's premature to say, he's clearly slowing down. He's clearly getting old. He's losing it. I mean, remember, guys, Djokovic, I can't stress this enough. Djokovic, when he came back from his shoulder and wrist injuries, was struggling to win games. So what Roger Federer did on the tour today is actually amazing. After 14 months and 2 surgeries, he came back. He won a 3-set match. And then he went 3 sets today. He had a match point, and he lost 7-5 in the third in an ATP event. That's pretty damn good. Again, Djokovic, who is, maybe even more amazing than Federer. When he came back, he was struggling to win games. Do you guys remember that? I mean, I'm not talking about like I'm talking about literal games. Like, he was getting blown off the court by people who you never even heard of. He was exiting early. Uh, it was getting scary. I was thinking, I actually at that point thought Djokovic was done. And Djokovic actually did retire, according to his wife in an interview. He retired for 10 days, and then he got his old team back. He called back his old coach, Marion Vita, and they came back, and then the rest is history. Now Djokovic is again on track to be the GOAT and looks unbeatable. Fed felt like Fed was slow in the second and third sets. I think he certainly has to be tired, and I think that's fair. I think that's normal for. I don't think it's just. I just don't even think it's an age thing. I think if you haven't competed like that, and you're going 3 sets back to back days, and it's your first tournament in 14 months, even if you're somebody who's 27 years old, I think you're coming back tired. I think you can show some signs of fatigue. I don't know if that's necessarily the age. I don't know if we should be worried yet. Djokovic needed 2 months to get back from 7-month break, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it took Djokovic a while. Nadal came back from some injuries. There was one point where Nadal, with one of his injuries, it took him 18 months before he won a tournament. Now, Federer doesn't have that kind of time, obviously, right? Federer does not have that kind of time. If he's going to still put up some numbers, if he's going to get a Grand Slam, he obviously has to probably win Wimbledon this year. I mean, I don't know. Is this what we're really worried about at this point? Are we looking for him to validate his career any more than he's already done, or are we just thinking we're in extra innings, lucky to see him playing great tennis? That's kind of where I am at it. I mean, if he wins Wimbledon, of course, I'm gonna I don't know, I'll go crazy if he wins Wimbledon. I'll be so excited. But if he doesn't win any more Grand Slams, if he's still able to get to quarterfinals and semifinals and finals of any tournament, that's icing on the cake for me. And to see him still hit shots like he hit these last 2 days, love it. I'll take it all day long. What do you guys think? Or do you consider the comeback a failure unless he wins a major? What do you guys think about that? I'm just happy to see him on the court, guys, and moving good and hitting his shots and hitting magical shots that really no one else can hit the way he does. He's just different. He's just different and special. That's why we love him. All right, any more comments here? Any more comments? What are you guys thinking? Here's kind of a real thought. I hate to say it. I was starting to get kind of used to seeing Federer off the tour. So I was getting more excited to watch matches that I probably wasn't so excited about anymore. But once Federer came back, now that Federer is back and he's out of the tournament now, I'm not really that interested in the rest of this tournament. Is that a bad thing? I really don't care about the tournament anymore. I don't care about Doha. To me, Doha was all about Roger. Roger's not in it anymore. I was very excited to see him play. I was very happy with the way he played. I'm hoping he didn't do anything or injure anything. And I'll take my 2 matches, and I'm ready for him to play next week. I really don't care how the rest of the tournament goes. Is that bad? Does that make me a bad sports fan? I don't know. But that's the way I feel. I feel like Roger's gone. He did great. And I don't really care about the rest of the tournament. I'll probably still cover and get myself excited for the matches. I'm sure there's still going to be lots of great points and lots of great things to see. But it's not going to be the same level of excitement for the rest of the tournament. So seeing Federer not in the tournament is sad for me. I would have certainly loved to see him play Taylor Fritz. I think that would have been a tough match. And especially if Federer would have pulled that out in 3 sets, I would have predicted that Fritz would win because Fritz is playing a very high level. So, it's a good time for Fritz. I have a bad feeling when you post that you had a bad feeling. Oh, don't put the jinx on me, Jason. The 3 reasons why I said not to copy Roger Federer's forehand is because he is so talented and we are not, and so we should maybe play a little more careful than Roger does. That was the point of that video. Don't put today's loss on me. Come on. But anyway, yeah. So let's look at the rest of the tournament. Taylor Fritz versus Basilashvili. Basilashvili is playing awesome. I mean, he could easily get to the finals too. But I think if you're looking at momentum and the way this dude is playing, Taylor Fritz, as an American especially, I'm happy. I would think you got to pick Fritz as the favorite to get to the finals. Now that Federer is out, I would have picked him against Federer too, to be honest, especially that it went 3 sets. I think Federer would have gotten a little tired, and I don't think he's playing top 10 tennis yet. I think he's pretty damn close. You know, what this shows is that there's a fine line on the tour between dominance and fighting like hell for your life with everybody else. It's just little tiny things. It's just getting first serve percentages up a little bit. It's moving a little faster. It's just being a little sharper. And then when you're in the category of Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer, you're unbeatable. If you're just a little bit off your magic, all of a sudden you're fighting like hell for your life, like everybody does. It's so hard for anybody to break through because they're all just crushing each other. You know, it's hard for them to be consistent week after week because they're just battling like we saw today. Everybody's battling each other like we saw Federer and Basilashvili. That's how the rest of the tour is every single week. And we're just not used to seeing our legends lose. But, you know, that's how close they are to getting beat, is if they're just a little off, you know, they're vulnerable out there. So Basilashvili is a hell of a player. He could definitely get to the finals. I'm picking Fritz. And let's see. So Rublev versus, I guess Dominic Thiem has not played yet. Is he going to play today? Let's take a look at what's going on here with Dominic Thiem. Is he going to play today? Are they getting that match in? He's going to play Roberto Bautista Agut. Are they playing on the court right now? I don't know. Someone give me an update on that. But I would think, I don't know. That's almost a toss-up between Rublev and Dominic Thiem. That could go either way. Rublev getting into the semis without playing a match is hilarious. Yeah, I'm sure the tournament people who organize it are not so excited about that, but I'm sure Rublev is. He needed the rest. He played some doubles today, so he won a tight 3-set match, so at least he's getting to hit a lot of balls on that court, and he's playing in front of fans, so I think he's getting enough reps. So you almost have to pick maybe Rublev as a favorite now to get to the finals. He likes to hit big. That could throw Dominic off. Yeah, I would say Rublev's now the favorite to get to the final and play Fritz, and maybe Rublev's going to go back to back. We'll see. I'm hoping Fed just keeps playing. No one is more fun to watch, and I just hope he has fun. Well, that's one thing. I think Roger does have fun. I think Roger loves his life. I think he's living a gifted and beautiful life. You know, we all kind of aspire. It seems like he's one of those people. If he's not, he's sure putting on a hell of a good act that, you know, knows how to live in the moment, knows how to keep things in perspective, knows how to achieve great things, knows how to have a great relationship with his family. I mean, it seems like he is one of the rare people walking on the planet who just looks and appears to have everything figured out. Maybe behind closed doors, it's not as awesome as it seems, but looking from the outside, he seems to have it going on. So I think Federer is going to have fun on the tour and give us a lot of memories. What's up with Fedi wasting match points? Wish I hadn't been his fan. Oh, come on. Don't do that to yourself or to Roger. It's a game. He played as hard as he could. He had match points. Overall, I'm happy to see what he did, and I certainly would have loved to see him win. Okay, so Jason says, Thiem playing now, about to go in the first set tiebreaker. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so if Dominic Thiem is not crushing Bautista Agut, if that's going to go a 3-setter or something like that, you gotta like Rublev. Rublev Fritz final. What do you guys think? Is that the pick? Who are you picking? I'm going to go out here on the limb. I'm going to say it's going to be Rublev versus Fritz, and probably Rublev winning back-to-back tournaments. That would be pretty special. He really wants to get in the top 5. I can just feel it, and he's doing great this year. So yeah. And do you guys think that Federer is going to do well in Dubai? Is he going to play? So I guess what we know, what is on the schedule, I guess, is Dubai and Miami. And has he not made up his mind on clay? I almost wish he does not play clay. Roger, if you listen to these broadcasts somehow, I think most of your fans would prefer you not to play on clay. Do you think I'm right on that? I prefer him not to play on clay, rest up the body, play a ton of grass court tennis, maybe call up the all-time goats along and practice with Pete Sampras and Tim Henman and get Andre Agassi to return serve and you know, steal Goran Ivanisevic from Novak Djokovic and have him serve at you. You know, I don't know. Get to try and practice for Djokovic. Maybe get David Nalbandian out there to rally with you. That's what I'd like to see. Just like all out assault on grass court preparation, and so he can really just feel so fit and be at the top of his game and win Wimbledon. That would be my. You believe? Is this a true thing? Have you? I believe Roger has withdrawn from Miami. Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed, Christopher? And why did he do that? Did he do it today? Is he hurt? I just hope he's not hurt, guys. I didn't want to see the day go 3 sets. That was the only bad feeling I had. I'm like, ooh, Roger's in 3 sets. Ugh. Like I just don't want to see him test his body too much yet. This is only 250 tournament. He's preparing for Wimbledon and didn't play over a year. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Give him some time. I think Roger, if he feels okay physically, is happy. I don't think he's at all disappointed in how this week has gone, especially if he does want to play next week in Dubai. I would think he'd take this, not to be tested too much, but think about it. If he feels good, if he feels okay in recovering, it's probably better preparation to have 2 tough matches and then be able to get, let's see, what today's Thursday, to be able to get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday, maybe even Tuesday off, to get 5 days off at his age before his next tournament. I think that's good. I think we'd all take that as Fed fans. I mean, of course we want him to hold the trophy, but we also want him to play for the next year or 2. I mean, I want 2. I wouldn't even mind 3. I wouldn't even mind 4. So I just want to see Roger keep coming back. Roger's movement was not at the level needed. I think he requires serious legs work to get his movement going to 2017 levels. Yeah, but I mean, I think overall he moved pretty well for being off as long as he has. Just the wrong decision on how many match points did he have? I saw 1 match point highlight. Just to recap, guys, I watched the first set. I thought, okay, routine win for Federer. Then I had to go pick up my mom at the hospital. She's okay. And then I was just following the match on the scoreboard, just looking every second, really, and saw that he lost the second set pretty handily. And then the third set was just the games were going. Then I watched the highlights when I got home. I saw he had a match point, but shoot, freaking Basilashvili played a great point when he was down match point. Already slapping Mirka's butt in the kitchen. Oh, come on now. 1 match point today. Yeah, so he just had 1 match point today, and I thought the guy played a great point when he was down match point. I don't think Federer really did anything wrong. You're right about Fed's return. He was struggling to read. Yeah, I'd say that. I would say the biggest concern for me of what I've seen in the 2 days is Federer's just not sharp on returns. He's not seeing the ball. And lots of people, when we talk about injuries, we're always looking for movement. We're always looking for timing. But I can tell you, and I'm sure a lot of you guys play tennis too, who are listening. If you take a long time off and you go to play players at your level and they start serving at you, it seems like it's coming so fast. I give lots of lessons. I can hit with a lot of players. When I start playing matches, I mean, a normal serve, an average serve can seem very fast to me, to where I'm like, whoa, I didn't see that. So I think that's what Federer is going through right now. I think it's going to take him a little while to get used to seeing bombs coming in 120, 130 mile an hour serves, that takes a while to really get on your beat and get the ball back and play all the time. I mean, that's what Novak does so amazingly well, as he just seems to return anything. Won, but returned pretty well. Should have played more cautiously. I don't know about that. I think Fed's got to keep going for it. And these guys are taking it from each other on the big points. So I don't know if he should have played more cautiously. I think he played his game and just fell a little short and is just a little bit off of where he could go. I don't think he's too far off, though. I mean, I think he's a lot closer than a lot of us expected. Overall, I'm happy. I'm happy as a Fed fan. Roger, I hope we'll see you next week. So that's it for me. Is the cabinets behind you painted empty? It looks great. Thank you. MDF. What's MDF? I don't know what MDF is, but thank you for the cabinet comment. I do love my cabinets. This is a nice kitchen, and I do like it. I do like talking to you guys from my kitchen. If you're enjoying this, guys, smash up the like button on your way out. Sign up for my 7-day forehand challenge if you want to have a better forehand. And watch the rest of this tournament and be counting down the days to the next time Roger Federer plays. I'll definitely be back with more updates. We are going to follow this. Maybe I'll shift more of my attention now to it's funny, I wasn't interested at all in the tournament in France. But now maybe I'm more interested because they got Tsitsipas and Medvedev in that tournament. That's a little more interesting to me than Taylor Fritz versus Rublev. Sorry, Taylor Fritz and Rublev, but it just is what it is. I'd rather turn on and watch Medvedev versus Tsitsipas. I think that'd be fun. Did it look messed up a bit in his string setup today? I didn't look at the string setup. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take off. Oh, hey! Move to coffee break tennis. That's right. Doha coffee. Matt, everybody, a legend is on the call here. Coffee break tennis. Matt, you are the man. And yes, Matt, I am with you. I am kind of like done on Doha. I'm done on Doha. I was excited the Fed was in. Now that Fed's out, I'm like, who cares? Not this guy. So I'm moving on to the France tournament. I'm going to watch. Yeah. All right. I'm right about the return. Yes, Matt. Yeah, the return is just not there, is it? But, I think when you come back, it's hard to get that timing. I think it's there. I think overall, my friend Matt, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we'll take this week. And like I was telling everybody, 5 days off now, probably for Federer. I think that's a good thing. If he's healthy and can be walking around, the knees feel good. I think we're going to see lots more great tennis. I'll tune into Rublev. Yes, Rublev is just a crusher. He's a bone crusher, right? I mean, he just crushes every ball, never holds back. Wouldn't it be fun to play like Rublev? He's pretty awesome to watch. That's a challenge has had. If Federer's out, who cares? Yes, if Federer's out, who gives a rat's booty? I mean, I started to get used to Federer not being on the tour. Tour is like, okay, I love tennis. I'm gonna start getting interested in all these other players. But instantly, once Federer came back, I got spoiled. I'm like, I don't care about anybody else. I just want to watch Roger. Especially once you see Roger hit his first forehand winner, his first drop shot, right? That first backhand down the line, you're hooked. And you're like, who cares about anybody else? Not me. I don't care. You can all go to hell, everybody else. So, yeah, that's what Fed does to us. We're a little spoiled. So we're just going to have to start to get used to the other players, though, and get excited about them. And then when you start to tune into the other matches and you give it a real chance, you're like, damn, these guys are ballers. They're pretty good. I've been sleeping on some real talent, So there you go. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I just stayed on a little longer for Matt because I love Matt and I'm happy to see him on. All right, guys, you guys take care. Thank you so much. Sign up for the 7 days forehand challenge, and I'd definitely be coming back no matter who's playing. Okay, for the exciting Taylor Fritz Basilashvili match. I know we're all excited about that. We'll even analyze that one after it's done. I'll probably have like 2 views. So you guys got to support me, even though we're not interested. Okay.